In the AI age, the winners won't just be the marketers, the coders, or the designers. The real winners will be what we call AI generalists, the people who can do it all. They will know how to adapt, pivot, and stack new skills faster than anyone else. I'm telling you this from experience. In the last 2 to 3 years, learning a focused set of AI tools completely changed my business and even my life. And that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. You'll be able to see why AI generalists will absolutely dominate every industry in the next few years. You're going to be able to understand the 4 superpowers that set them apart, and you'll be able to walk away with 9 AI tools you can learn starting today that can actually make you unstoppable in 2025 and beyond. This is not just another video going off about cool AI tools. This is going to be the blueprint for how you actually make yourself future proof. If you're new here, I'm Edwina. I've spent the past several years helping entrepreneurs, content creators, and business owners not just survive, but win in this AI era. And in this video, I'm sharing the exact tools and blueprint and strategies I use inside my own agency, Future IQ, to stay ahead of the curve. And I don't care if you're actually just starting out, maybe changing careers, or scaling a business. If you're serious about winning, I want you to keep watching. Now let's get into it. First, let's address the elephant in the room. AI is changing work and business faster than most people could keep up with. It's not just that tasks are being automated. It's that entire skill sets, entire teams, and believe it or not, even entire industries are being completely wiped out overnight. And honestly, it may sound scary, but it's the same story we see in nature as an example. Did you know 99% of all animal species that have ever existed are extinct? Now, why is that? It's not about who was the biggest or even the smartest. It's about who could adapt when everything changed. And I want you to think about a giant panda. It thrives as long as there's bamboo. But if you take the bamboo away, and it's game over for it. Are the dinosaurs absolutely dominant until guess what? The world changed. Meanwhile, let's look at raccoons. They're actually everywhere. They're everywhere and anywhere. They survive because they're flexible. They eat anything. They figure it out. And in this new world, you don't want to be a panda. You want to be a raccoon. That's the difference between a specialist and an AI generalist. Specialists spend years mastering a single lane, like doctors, lawyers, or even coders. But here's the absolute truth. AI can already do 80% of what most specialists do, and it's only getting better and better. If you want to build a career or a business that survives, you need to learn new skills and you need to learn them fast. That's what I did, and that's what I'm going to show you and how you'll be able to do that yourself. I call this the AI Generalist Blueprint, and it's built on 4 core powers. First, the power to build. That means you can create websites, apps, or digital products really quick. No more waiting months or spending thousands on developers. Second, it's the power to automate. Anything that's repetitive, you could actually set it up once and AI handles it for you so you could scale your time and focus on higher value work. Third, let's look at the power to create. Content, visuals, branding, video. You become your own creative agency. And fourth is the power to connect. That's being able to reach, influence, and close your ideal audience at scale, whether it's by email, social, or direct outreach. Let's start with the power to build. This is where most people get stuck. I hear it all the time. I have a great idea, but I'm not technical. I can't build a website. I can't code an app. Let me tell you something. That excuse no longer works anymore. With AI, you don't need to be technical. You just need the right tools. One of the best tools I've used, it's Framer AI. I remember the first time I tried it, I had an idea for a new service. Normally, I would go find a web designer, spend a couple of $100s, wait a few months, and honestly pray that they got it right. Instead, what I did was I typed out my idea into Framer, hit generate, and in less than an hour, I had a fully functional website, mobile friendly, beautiful, live. The site got me my first client before I'd even figured out the back end. And if you're not only just building websites, you can actually look at designing presentations. That site got me my first client before I'd even figured out the back end. And if you're not just building websites, maybe you need a presentation or a quick sales page. Gamma app is a game changer. With Gamma, I take my bullet points, drop them in, and it spits out a polished deck or microsite in minutes. It's not about being a designer, it's about speed and quality. I've been able to close a lot of deals just by showing up with a better deck than my competition. And that's all thanks to Gamma. These tools don't just save you time. They let you test ideas quickly, launch new offers, and even build out landing pages for your products that you don't even have built out yet. And that's what a generalist does. You move fast, you test and iterate. You don't wait for permission. Now, once you've built your product or service, the next superpower is, let's talk about it, automation. I learned this the hard way. For years, I was doing everything myself. I was chasing leads, I was sending emails, follow-ups, updating spreadsheets, posting content, and this was done all manually. It honestly felt endless, and I honestly felt overwhelmed. Then I discovered Make.com is like having an invisible team working for you 24/7. And let me give you some real examples. When someone books a call with me, Make.com automatically updates my CRM, sends them a thank you email, schedules the reminder, even adds them to a follow up campaign. I don't have to touch a single thing. That's time I get back every single day. But it even goes further than that. When I post a new Instagram reel, Make.com can instantly send that content to my newsletter list. And it reposts it beautifully to LinkedIn and archive it to my team. I don't have to ask anyone to do it anymore. Once you have this set up and all these different types of automations, they run forever. If you want to automate research or lead scraping, there's a tool called Bardeen. It is my secret weapon. I use Bardeen to pull leads from LinkedIn, fill out forms, scrape data into Google Sheets, all with a simple click. The first time I needed a targeted list of founders, Bardeen did it in 5 minutes, what used to take me literally all day. Automation is not about replacing people. It's about scaling yourself. When you automate all that boring stuff, you can actually free up your brain for real strategy, real growth, and bigger moves. The third superpower of the AI generalist is creation. This is where the money is right now. You need to be able to create high quality content, visuals, and videos, and do that at scale, on brand, and especially on demand. And no, you don't need to hire a team or spend hours in Photoshop. Canva's AI suite is at the center of my creative process. Let's be for real. Most people are still making Canva graphics manually, and honestly, that's very outdated. With Magic Write, I draft posts, design thumbnails, and create pitch decks just by giving it a single prompt. I use Canva's AI image generator for original visuals. Everything is branded and consistent, no more starting from scratch. And it's not just only about the visuals. Suno AI is the tool I use when I need original music for my content. I wanted a new intro track for my YouTube channel. Suno let me type in the vibe I wanted, and I gave me several options, all copyright free, literally in seconds. The same thing for ad campaigns, and it's actually out of this world. For editing videos, I used to dread all of that time. CapCut changed that. I now take a single 10-minute talking head video, drop it into CapCut, and the AI handles captions, edits, and formatting for every platform. That's how I take one video and turn it into a dozen pieces of content. If you've ever wondered how some creators seem to be like everywhere at once, this is the answer. And if you have a long form video or even a webinar, drop it into Opus Clip. What it does is it takes it and instantly pulls out the best moments and hooks and viral ready shorts. I turned a 60-minute masterclass into 2 weeks worth of content with one upload. Being able to create at this speed and this quality is what separates you from those who really want to win. And brands, entrepreneurs, even students, this is the shortcut to moving fast. But none of this matters if you cannot connect with your audience. And that's why the fourth superpower is so important, which is connection. This is about influence, persuasion, and building real relationships at scale. I use custom GPTs to draft everything from DM scripts to newsletters to course outlines. Honestly, the difference is I train GPTs on my own writing style, my own voice, and my market. So when I need an outreach email, I'm not starting from a template that sounds like a robot. I'm sending something that sounds like me. If you're running an outreach campaign, there's also Mail Mentor, which can help turn a key point into cold email sequences that get open and replied to. I ran a campaign to connect with my CEOs in my space, and Mail Mentor's copy landed me 3 new discovery calls in a week. And for anyone looking for a new job, a freelance gig, or even pitching yourself to a new client, Teal Resume AI is a game changer. All you got to do is upload your resume, give it a job post or project, and Teal will rewrite your entire profile to match what decision makers are actually searching for. I've had clients go from being ignored to getting interviews just by optimizing with Teal. Now, I want you to really hear this. The days of building your whole life around one specialized skill is done. It's over. The new power move is learning how to pick up new tools, solve new problems, and put things together in ways that nobody else is seeing. You don't need to be the expert in everything. You just need to know how to use the right tools at the right time. And let me give you a concrete example. Last quarter, I was launching a new offer inside my business. I needed a website, email sequence, branded graphics, and a pitch deck and an outreach campaign, and I needed it real fast. Here's how I did it. I built the website on Framer in under an hour. I created the pitch deck in Gamma app in 15 minutes. I designed all the visuals and the Instagram post in Canva AI with Magic Write handling the copy. I used make.com to connect all of the forms and automate my follow-up emails. I built my cold email research using Mail Mentor, personalized for each lead, and I had my custom GPT draft the newsletter and all the follow-ups. The entire launch end to end was handled by me and a few smart AI workflows. A few years ago, I would have needed a designer, a copywriter, a project manager, and a VA. Now I run it all by myself, or even better, I train my team to use the same tools so the results are consistent and the turnaround is days, not months. So let's talk about what this actually means for you. If you're a business owner, nobody wants to lay off the person who could build, automate, and connect. And if you're in between, just getting started, there's literally never been a better time to actually learn these skills right now. The playing field has never been more leveled. And the best part, every tool I've mentioned has a free tier or a trial, and thousands of YouTube tutorials exist for every skill. You do not need permission. You do not need a certification. All you need is curiosity and the willingness to get started. Get overwhelmed. Start with one, learn it, use it in your real life or business, and then continue to stack one on top of the other. And in a few months, you're honestly going to look back and realize you've become the most adaptable, valuable person in any room. If you want my free step-by-step guide to mastering these exact tools, remember to check the link in the description. It has walkthroughs, prompts, use cases, and bonus tips I use inside my own agency and with my exact same clients. Here's the bottom line. The future is already here. It's not evenly being distributed right now. The people who move early, who stack new skills, and who aren't afraid to try new things, they're already cashing in. So don't just sit on the sidelines and wait for somebody to give you permission. Don't wait for permission. Become the AI generalist who builds, automates, and creates and connects. That's how you win. No matter what the world looks like in 2025, if you're ready to move fast and actually apply these strategies, I want you to go grab my free AI generalist starter guide. It's linked right below in this video. Inside, you'll get my exact roadmap for mastering the 4 core powers and the 9 tools we've covered today. I've pulled together my best resources step by step, walkthroughs, and the real templates I use in my business so you can actually skip the trial and error and actually just see the results. You'll also find a link to join my private community. It's focused on action and results. And that's where we actually drop new workflows and new use cases I don't share anywhere else. When you're in, just search for this video title and you'll be able to get instant access to everything I promised today. Remember, this isn't about just watching from the sidelines. This is about building skills and getting ahead while everyone else is still scared and hesitating. The future is already here. The only question is, are you ready to claim your spot or will you wait and watch others do it first? If you want more strategies on using AI to build, automate, and grow, I want you to remember to hit that subscribe button. I post new videos every week breaking down exactly what's working now, not just tools, but systems that you can actually put together and have it work immediately for you. Drop your biggest question or your favorite tool in the comments. I honestly read every one, and I'll be back with answers and more behind the scenes in the next video. Thanks for watching. Now go make something happen.